Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we have a fun preseason matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And away we go from East Rutherford. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. At quarterback, former #1 overall pick Kyler Murray, now in his 8th NFL season.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, and he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play block. That's going to set them up with a first down. Nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus. His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
On second down, Murray. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Third and long for him here. That's caught. This is Addison. And they get the first on a 3rd and 13. What a call to extend this drive.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings first down.
Motioning Jennings left. First and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Addison going to motion over left. Second down carry for Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with 3rd down and 5. Kyler throwing here. Chased out to his right. Oh, Murray lost it. And it's picked up by the Giants. They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually might have lost a little ground, but they do gain possession of the football. So the first drive goes almost nowhere, and then, Brock, then they turn it over.
You know, it is such a double whammy, Kate. Obviously, you hate the turnover and give it away possession. But these opening drives are really a time to see what your opponent's going to do. The great coordinators will script it, right, to get different personnel and different formations to try to get some tells from the defense. No tell there other than a critical giveaway.
So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. Hitting the starts, the second-year pro, first-rounder, last spring's NFL draft out of Ole Miss. It is Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. That's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and what he'll have to do professionally.
Catch is made by the rookie from Notre Dame. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And that will make it first down, Giants. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
50-yard line.
Back to throw. Here starts. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 42-yard line.
To throw. Here starts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Here goes Dart to the air. It's on target to Johnson. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10.
Here start now. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. This is Dart on first down. And he has started this game perfect, connecting on all 4 passes after that last one. It's brought in over the middle. Touchdown, Giants. Malachi Fields from 16 out. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting a quarterback in the rhythm, right? Yeah. Just feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5 and to finish it off for 6. That is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
That one right down the middle. And they go up 7-0 here early.
Vikings nothing.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Ty Felton here to return it. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. The Vikings sending their offense back out, and there you see their coordinator, Wes Phillips. He's celebrating a half-decade now as OC with the Vikings. Now 2 decades as a coach in this league. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Murray set up to throw. And the catch in and out of his hands. Contact separating him from the football that time. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Murray. Looked for a second like he had him, Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. It's a good throw to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Now throw, 3rd and long. Running a screen now for Jones. And he's going to be stopped well short of that first down, so the Vikings forced to punt it away.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. So the Giants and offensive coordinator Matt Nagy sending their group back out to the field. And as they do, let's talk about Matt. First year with the Giants as OC, but far from his first in that role here in the NFL. Same role in Kansas City the last 3 seasons, and before that, he was the head man of the Chicago Bears. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Mid-start on the play fake. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatteroo. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have second down and 5. Takes the handoff, now Dart. Throw over the middle, brought in by Neighbors. And brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play block. Looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards.
25 yards on the play.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard
On
line.
play action with Dart. Catch is made in close. Toward the pylon, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Likely, a 25-yard scoring effort. Now the PAT try coming up. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they now lead by 14 points.
Score, Giants 14. Vikings nothing.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Colton Hood in coverage.
Lost control of another one. And it's picked out by the Giants. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
First and 10 from the 32. It's Scatterboo plowing ahead. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the Vikings 28-yard line.
Dart now on second down. Cut at the 10-yard line. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Giants first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Gets himself free. And he will finish this in the end zone. Touchdown Giants. Cam Scatterboo from 5 yards away.
Giants.
3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one splits the uprights. And lead now 21.
Giants 21. Vikings nothing.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. On the return, here's Price. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Vikings now set to take the field. And things are really getting away from them, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. On the ground, goes to begin the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
On second down, Murray's going to throw. He's hit and taken down. They got him at the 18. And that play makes it 3rd and 15.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
That's complete. Here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped well short of that first down, so the Vikings forced to punt it away.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
He'll start from the 39. Touchdown, New York! They have him back there, Brock, because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And, in my opinion, partner, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
I'm with you because it is so hard. I mean, it takes instincts, it takes intangibles, it takes greatness. I think of Dante Hall and Devin Hester and those guys that made it look easy at times, and it is not easy, especially the house one.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that adds yet another to their lead.
Vikings, nothing.
Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide. It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lip at any time.
He takes it himself, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Giants with an extra DB out there now, 3rd down. Now Kyler. Got it for the first, he's on the move. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
Murray to throw. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Counter play, Jones. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A gain of 13 yards.
Murray looking to throw. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
A 6-yard pickup.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Coming off a 6-yard completion. Here's 2nd and 4. Kyler looking to throw. Massive hits. The ball's out. But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10 now for Kyler. And this drive has run through him, right? It's a good result so far. 5 of 6 throwing it. They are throwing it again. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9. Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on second. Murray. And the Rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. Offense in a hurry up here.
Kyler Murray sacked. A loss of 2 yards.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Diving for the goal line, and it's not free! And it looks like the Giants got to that one!
Gosh, we have seen these quarterbacks make some incredible plays from here to reach the end zone. That was certainly not one of them. Careless with the football, left an opening for those defenders to knock it free and escape without surrendering any points.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Throwing from his own end zone. A throw left side, caught by Neighbors. Well, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up. And they will not snap it again as we have reached the end of our first half. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in this second half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Darts back to throw. Wow, great concentration. He brings it in with one hand.
Hey, Kate, do you remember when these were ultra rare? Like only a few players could pull in a one-hander in a game. Now you see receivers practicing one-handed catches. They're becoming almost commonplace, but it still doesn't take away from being one incredible catch.
And they've got first down. Give them a gain of 13 on that previous play.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
They'll go play action. Here's Darts. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Working on second down. Darts. And this throw is going to be incomplete. Third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Going play action with Darts. That's Fields with the catch outright. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing.
So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
4th down play sets him up now inside the 35-yard line. Here comes 1st and 10. Your start now. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Good start on the play fake. Throwing middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors scoring there to end an 8-play drive.
Touchdown, Giants.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is,
The
big
kicker
plays can
for the
follow.
extra point.
PAT effort coming up. Send right
The
down the
kick
middle
is
and good. And they continue piling onto this lead.
35. Vikings, nothing.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Felton now to return this. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Completed left side there. Oh, the football's loose! And it's picked up by the Giants. They're able to take this fumble back inside the red zone.
As a quarterback, you're really trying as best you can, Kate, to find those windows where your man's got some space after the catch, because the last thing you want to do is throw him into a big hit. Yeah, I know that fumble goes on the receiver's record. That QB, he feels responsible.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10.
Good second. I got him. 3-8 to reset.
Going play action with Dart. And he's going to want another chance of that one. Catchable ball indeed. Just couldn't come up with it. Second down.
Johnson, incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
3-8 to reset.
Takes the handoff, now Dart. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Coverage.
Get set.
Now Dart. And in. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, Giants.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good.
Good.
And add another point to their lead.
Giants, 42. Vikings, nothing.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And as we're being reminded of watching this package, there have been quite a few mad scrambles for the football in this one. It has been put on the deck a lot, and unfortunately, they haven't always been there to make the recovery.
Yeah, I think this is twofold, Kate. I think, number one, this is a defense who has studied its opponent and their tendencies well, knowing there were opportunities to rip the ball out of their hands. And then offensively, this has been a mess. And this is one of those games where it's just error after error after error, and you know they typically come back to bite you.
Addison going to motion over left. They'll run the draw with Jones. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
The ball carrier.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
Extra point attempt coming up. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. Yeah, not sure it's needed, Brock, but they add another to their lead.
Vikings, nothing.
So they've got a pretty secure lead, but they're still setting up for an onside kick. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. I'm getting the feeling somebody had a dark roast, something pretty bold to drink this morning, Brock, because third quarter, onside kick, not sure that was on any of their play sheets. Any of the analytics had that as the call right there.
So you go coffee. I actually go to the meeting room tomorrow. And I think about that special teams coach who's got to answer to his head coach. And just what were we thinking here with this decision? Because the other side, they were more than prepared for it, and now they put their defense up against it.
First down run gets them 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Jones. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Murray. Good as he was letting that one go. That pass isn't even going to get beyond the line. That is incomplete, and the defense forces 4th down. Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. They snap it to Murray. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And this winds up all the way down into the red zone. They convert on 4th down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Kyler throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Murray to throw. And a good tackle there. They gave up the catch, didn't let him challenge for the first after it. So it is 4th down. So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's going to be the Vikings who have the football, Brock, but given that score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They'll run for it with Mason. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on down.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Scatterby gets in here to begin the drive. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
tackle made at the
Well, that run may
21-yard
not
line.
have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
He finds Fields, left side. Has some daylight through the 40. And he has him almost 30 yards on a big play. First down coming up.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Green into your set.
Dart setting in to throw here. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
This second.
To throw. Here's Dart. And that one's going to be incomplete. Third down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Pulled in by his back. Scatteroo. He dodged the tackle. It's a New York touchdown! Much like they have throughout this entire game, Brock, the opportunities to score just keep arriving, and that lead just keeps growing.
Just the best part of team sports, right? One side feeds the other side, that feeds the other side, and it's just an inferno right now. It's led to a lopsided score up there.
Now we'll see them trying the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And the blowout here continues.
Giants 56. Vikings nothing.
Well, no lead seems big enough for them, huh? They're lining up for an onside kick. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. Ooh, Brock, I think it's pretty safe to say there might be some words exchanged at midfield following this one, huh? Definitely did not need to try that onside kick.
No, that one failed, and all it did was escalate the emotion. There's no question. We've seen some salty handshakes at the end of the game. Hey, keep those cameras rolling because there's going to be some explaining to do for that one.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Murray setting up to throw. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up third down.
I can understand still trying to put something together here offensively, find some kind of confidence, because this has been rough, both on the scoreboard and the turnovers. Not the kind of offensive effort they were looking for.
Here he goes, third and long. He's got Jones for the completion. Defense finally able to close on this after a gain of about 24. And that's going to be a Minnesota first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Running right, this is Jones. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Jones once more. Escapes the defender. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll run here with Jones. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up second and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal. Motion man right is Jefferson. Jones. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, win probabilities aren't going to move an inch after that one, Brock. This game over a long time ago, and that touchdown, that's not going to change it.
No, the only thing you hope is it gives you a little goodwill, a little good feeling heading into next week, because this one's been disappointing for them today.
Extra point added on by Reichert. And they cut into the lead by another point.
56, Vikings 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
Gibson now to return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. 1st and 10 from the 32. They're going to pass it here. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And the stop is made downfield after a gain of about 18. And that gives New York the first. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
Johnson, incomplete. Josh Metellus on the coverage.
Here goes Dart to the air. And they try him again, but this one is also incomplete. The defense stayed focused on him after that last play, Brock. There to break it up. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Dart's looking to throw. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock failing to connect. That brings us to 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch.
The Vikings take over.
The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Running back sent in motion. They'll start with a give to Jones. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Finds a man right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 3rd and just 2 to go.
3rd down.
So the Giants come away with the win. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants. As with that, we sign off from East Rutherford.
Hey everybody, it's the Mass Gamer, and honestly, as I said earlier, Madden 27, I have finally gotten it. And this is the prediction for what I think tomorrow's game is going to be. As always, game on and watch on, and go Giants. See you all in the next video.